What up? What up? What up? Man, it's controversy. It's me. I'm definitely y'all. So glad you're back inside the two person focus. Really fun, man. I hope you good past weekend. Man, and, yeah, and you know, you know, you know, I'm on the phone. It's Thanksgiving. Christmas. I'm so anyway, this is I'm so excited. Holiday, really holiday, Christmas, Eve, but anyway, you know, I'm doing good. Excited. I have a great show for you all today, man. I am discussing and talking about Steph Curry today. Got no Steph took a big shot last night, and big question mark. What up, Brett? You know, Shaq, 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 either or, we're gonna get into that. Also, man, I am giving out, giving out Christmas gifts. Man, this is really eighth annual Christmas. No, it's gotta be ninth. Eighth annual Christmas giving in the city. Christmas tree, Christmas, anyway, we give gifts. We like Christmas to athletes, coaches, referees, whatever, man. You know, that's all I do, and it's not really giving back. You know, it's, uh, on your hill. Anyway, so yes, I'm doing our Christmas trip. You all know what I'm talking about. You all want to do my Christmas trip. If you will, hey, put it in touch. I'll let you know what you think about talking about it. You know, I'll say in that way as well. Also, we are talking NFL. Man, so you all know at playoff time, not just the fantasy, I know we're talking about fantasy. You know, we talking good playoff good. I am the teams and playoff. Anyway, we're talking good playoff. Basically, man, I'm gonna break down teams that I feel like. I mean, all right, we back. I don't know what happened, but either or, like I was saying, if you're not a playoff type of guy, okay, this show might not be for you. But for me, I'm the type of guy, like I said, I like getting into these things where it's close. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who's gonna get in, what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna break down these teams because, like, man, it's so many teams right now. You know what I'm saying? It's not one of those years where it's clear cut. No, you got people still vying for division titles and everything. So it's going to be great. So I can't wait for that. Also, we are talking about the NBA, man. And I want to talk about your boy Ja. You know, Ja came in. Ja hit a big shot last night. Game winner, of course. But not just that. We want to talk about who is must-see TV in the NBA. I know last week we talked about the top 5 players, or it really entered the top 7 players in the NBA. Like who, not even the top 7 is basically who can be the best player in the NBA right now. This week we're talking who's must see TV. Who do you think is must see TV? If you had your last $50 and this player was in town, you had a chance to go see them play live, who would you pay for to go see play? So we're going to get into that. Then, man, we have Dr. Fowler coming in. He's talking about the injury report for your fantasy team. So if you're into NFL or football fantasy, or fantasy football, I should say, you don't want to miss that as well. Then we got Quick Hit Stop It, What's on My Mind. Please let your family and friends know they can listen to the show live local at 1100 a.m. I'm just playing, y'all. It's just force a habit. No, we're on the 3-point conversion Facebook page. We're on the 3-point conversion YouTube channel. We're also on 3pointconversion.com. All right, it's time to get to these quick hits. Let's get it. So, first off, it was signing day in college football, and very interesting. You had some players flip their commits and all. Georgia got a big commit where they flipped from FSU and went to the safety, the number 1 safety in the country, and he went to Georgia. But of all of that, Georgia has the number 1 recruiting class again in 2023. This is per 24/7. That's the college sports ranking. So Georgia was number 1. Alabama was 2nd. Texas is 3rd. Oregon was 4th. So I wonder if that speech he had and speech he said, one of that helped. And then you have Ohio State 5th and Colorado 21st. So, and the reason I want to say Colorado, because people were saying they're not going to do anything. It's a wrap. See all of that hype with Deion. But no, man, I still think that's great for him to move to 21st. Because again, I think last year they were 232nd. I don't know. Somebody told me that, but it's been a minute since they were in the top 50s. You know, they're 21st. So I think that's good. They have 1 5-star and 12. I think 12. 9 4-stars, and then the rest of 12, 12 others. So, but it's dope for Deion, man. So, but dope for those organizations and programs. So, moving on. Speaking of programs, I believe they're trying to make your boy Harbaugh leave. Michigan received NCAA notice of allegations for recruiting violations. Basically, Harbaugh faces a level 1 violation about misleading or not cooperating with investigators doing alleged violations during COVID-19 infractions of recruiting. Are they going to leave your boy alone? Because, golly, they just keep messing with Harbaugh. Keep messing with Harbaugh. Like, come on, y'all. Like, are y'all really trying to kick him out of college football? Pretty soon, he's going to be like, you know what, dog? Y'all got it. I don't even want it no more. But knowing Harbaugh, this probably thriving him to keep winning and all of that. But leave that brother alone, man. Leave him alone. Golly, he just got off suspensions. Let it go. At least wait till after college playoff, the football playoffs and all of that good stuff, man. Y'all just leave that bro alone. Golly, I don't know what he did to y'all. I don't know if he hit. Never mind. But either or, just can y'all leave Harbaugh alone, please. At least after the season. Moving on. The New York Jets are activating Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers to be able to practice. So he's activated now, but all he's going to do is practice. He's not going to play in a regular season. For what? I mean, is it the camaraderie? Is it just having him on the field? Y'all saying he's not going to get this money for anything? Like he's going to earn his money. I mean, what? Why? I don't get it, because I don't know this for sure. And if chat room, if you all know, let me know. This could be, I don't know if this will, well, I guess it doesn't matter anyway, because they're not going to the playoffs. But still, could this mess up or hinder another spot? I don't know, because he's activated. So I guess that means they don't have that extra spot when he was on IR to give up to let somebody else play. And if that's the case, let somebody else play, man. The dude 39 years old. For what? I don't get it. Anyway, that's the Jets for you. Then last but not least, Rashad Mendenhall. Hold on, I gotta pull this up on my phone, y'all, because I gotta read it word for word. And so you remember Rashad Mendenhall? He was running back for Pittsburgh Steelers. He was notably known and most famous for supposedly talking to Ray Lewis, even though he brought it up and said he didn't really say anything. But when Ray Lewis knocked him out on Monday night, that's what he's really known for. But either or, he came out and said, "I'm sick of average white guys commenting on football. Y'all not even good enough." This is his words. "Y'all not even good enough or good at football. Can we please replace the Pro Bowl with an all black versus all white bowl so these cats can stop trying to teach me who's good at football? I'm better than your GOAT." That kind of sounded like Rashad Mendenhall was either he was high or drinking. I mean, like, I don't like, who pissed him off? I mean, was it Collinsworth? Was he listening to Collinsworth on Sunday night? I don't know for him to come out and say this, but I'm gonna kind of leave this alone. I talked to somebody about it, and they were saying, "Well, who would you have starting?" I'm gonna leave that alone. We're gonna say that off the camera work, whatever, off the video and everything. But just real interesting that he came on and said that. Like I said, I don't know if it was Collinsworth. I know Collinsworth lately been on one, so I don't know if it was him. I don't know if it's I don't know. I don't know where this came from, but it came out of nowhere. So like, I guess when you're not playing for anyone and you can say anything you want, you won't get in trouble for it. But I don't know what to say about that. Anywho, that wraps up our quick hits. We're gonna take a quick break, man. We about to get into this Stephen Curry, man. I got something to ask, and I want you all to answer this. I want you all to chime in, man. I need to know what y'all feel, what y'all think. We'll be right back.
My name is George Iceman Gervin. My name is George Iceman.
What's up? This is Vince Carter. You're listening to 3 Point Conversion. Check it out.
All right, we are back inside the 3 Point Conversion Sports Lounge, and it is time for the hot topic. And the hot topic, you know what? I'm gonna play this as I talk, and y'all tell me what y'all think. So last night, as you see, if you're watching, if you're listening to this podcast, I'm showing a video of Steph Curry who hit this big shot, which was insane, sick to win the game, right? He does this, I'm putting y'all to bed or whatever it's called, right? Play it one more time. And sick shot, right? Everybody's going crazy, which again, I get. And so Shaq came out and Shaq said that he feels like, not even feels like, he said Steph Curry should be in the GOAT conversation. I'm going to say that again. Steph Curry should be in the GOAT conversation. That's what Shaq said. So now it's kind of, people on social media is talking about this. So I want to ask you all this. Well, first of all, let me say this. I'm not even going to ask y'all. I'll tell you how I feel about it. So if y'all don't know how I feel about the GOAT conversation, I don't like, I understand people say he's a GOAT, he's a GOAT, he's a GOAT. And they say GOAT. I know what GOAT stands for, but now we've turned the term into GOAT means just like, you just that dude, basically. You one of the greatest. That's what it means now, because they give this name to everybody. They give this title to everybody. You a GOAT, you a GOAT. Who's the boy? He plays for my team. I can't think of his name, but came from the Lakers, the white boy that could shoot. I can't think of his name, but either or, he plays for the Bulls now. The tip of my tongue. But anyway, LeBron was calling him the GOAT. LeBron, everybody in the Lakers was calling him the GOAT. Like, okay, I get it. I know that's what's in now. Caruso, appreciate it, Kevin. What up, Kevin? What up, baby? Caruso. So hey, man, share this too, man. Let people in on this, man. So they can watch this good show. But anyway, it was Caruso, right? They was calling him the GOAT. They calling just if you do something good or he's the GOAT. I hate that, but I get it. That's what it is now. Okay. But Shaq said he should be in the GOAT conversation, basically saying he should be in the greatest of all time. Now, to me, in the NBA, well, not even to me, what it is who's in that conversation right now is Mike, of course, MJ. I ain't talking about Mike Turpo. MJ, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And even though y'all thought I used to hate him and all that, LeBron James. Those are only three, right? Only three. No Kobe. No. No Bird. If you want to say Magic, I don't think he's part of the greatest. I don't think he's the greatest, but yeah. So those three are when you say GOAT conversation, even though it's Jordan, of course. But I'm not mad, and I understand if you say LeBron or if you say Kareem, they're in that conversation. At least, like you can talk about them. What up, Drew? I see you, Drew. I can see that. I understand that. But Shaq is saying now, what's his name? Steph Curry needs to be on here, right? So this is how I feel about this. So when I think of the GOAT, I told y'all who I think is in it. So let's see what allows you to be in this conversation. All right. So this is the way I look at it. First of all, to be in this conversation, you have to be astronomical or different, meaning something we've never seen before. We've never seen Mike. Well, first of all due respect, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We hadn't seen. Now I wasn't old enough, but I'm just saying when you look at it, I'm a historian. I look at stuff. You look at how Kareem was, the hook shot for someone that young, that quickly to dominate, where he had a signature shot. And I'm trying to think that anybody in the NBA at that time, I have to ask one of the old heads, one like uncle, somebody, my unks. Was there anybody that had a signature shot back then? I ain't talking about the way you shoot, but a signature shot. I don't think so. I can't think of anyone. Not that I know of, not about that I heard. But so Kareem, automatically he had that. As dominant as Kareem was, no one could stop Kareem. You had some people that was bad, but not like Kareem back then. All right. Jordan, Drew says MJ couldn't drop downs like Steph. Drew, you okay? And Drew has his opinion, and he says that Drew, you come on the show. I think it's your first time coming on the show, and already, man, you done broke a record because you about to get a
stop it.
Yeah, you get a stopper for that, but not because he couldn't drop downs, but that has nothing to do with it. I'm gonna get on Steph. Hold on, I'm gonna get on Steph because I know where you're going. I'm gonna get on Steph. I'm gonna talk about Steph, but Jordan, we hadn't seen nobody be able to be as charismatic, fly in the air while being the greatest defensive player when he was playing, or been a dominant defensively. Offensively, we hadn't seen nobody just a guard at that position just tear up the NBA, right? We hadn't seen it. Then we hadn't seen nobody just like, this is mine, right? We hadn't seen nobody do that, right? So that put Jordan in that. Then LeBron, yes,
we seen the Pippen and all of that, but we hadn't seen nobody just dominate in all areas of the game, all facets of the game like LeBron did, and so young. Never have, right? Okay. So you got them three. So let's see if Curry fits in that category. Curry, nobody can shoot like Curry. So automatically Curry gets that. Curry was in the league like 9 years and he broke the 3-point contest. And I mean, the most 3-pointers of all time or 10 years or whatever it was. So he's in with that, right? So check that. You have to be the best at something, which Curry is, threes. We know that. We say that the best shooter of all time. Okay. The best at your position. Mike is clearly the best 2 guard ever. Kareem, I mean, now it's arguments. You can argue Shaq if you want, Wilt, for the old heads who've seen Wilt, Olajuwon. I mean, I personally think Olajuwon is up there as far as centers, but when you think about what Kareem did, Kareem has had the most points scored in history before he retired, and it stood for a long time. And then, like I said, he's pretty much everybody says he's the best center. LeBron, you can pretty much say he's the best small forward. You know, even though some people think Bird is, which is a good argument. I'm not saying you can't argue, but what LeBron has accomplished, okay. But can we say Curry is the best point guard of all time? So when we say we know he can shoot, but when we say Curry is better than Magic, I can't say that. I can't say that. When you say the best point guard of all time, you think Magic Johnson. Yes, Magic averaged 19, 10.5 assists, like what, 7 rebounds a game, 7, 8, 6, 7 rebounds a game, right? Maybe 8. But and I know Curry is like 26, maybe 27, something like 25, 26 a game, but it's points scored and 3 all of that. But still, I can't say that he was the best point guard. Kevin says being a game changer should make a GOAT. No, it shouldn't make a GOAT because we're talking greatest of all time. We're not talking GOAT. We're talking greatest of all time. If you're talking about the GOAT and saying you're just one of the greatest, yes. The greatest of all time is not just that. But he's a game changer. He definitely is that. Right. Magic was a true point guard. Exactly. That's why I say is Curry the best point guard. Drew says MJ is the overall GOAT, but as far as point guard GOAT, I agree with Magic. Right. Right. Okay. So just with that, we're saying you all are agreeing with me, the ones that said something that Curry isn't the best point guard. So how can you be so? But still, we're talking about convo though. But if the convo, that means you legitimately could be the greatest of all time. And the last but not least, let's look at not. I will say we look at MVPs. Curry has 2, and Curry has a unanimous MVP. Boom, that's good right there. If you got 2, that should be good. You know, Kareem got 5, I believe 5. Mike has 5, or does Mike have 6? I think Mike has 5. And I believe it's 5. And LeBron has 3. But 2 was good. Chips. Curry has 4, I believe. 3, I believe. What is 3? 3 or 4? I can't even think. 3 or 4, right? I think it's 4 now. Curry has 4. I think so. Curry has 4 because they beat LeBron twice. They beat LeBron once, then they beat him 2 times. Yeah, he has 4. MJ has 6. Kareem has 5. And then, okay, finals MVPs. Curry only has 1. Curry has 1 finals MVP. That's a problem for me if you're talking about being a GOAT or being the GOAT, being the greatest of all time. LeBron has 4. LeBron has 4. MJ has 6. Kareem has 5, I believe. I'm sorry, I didn't do my homework, y'all. So I just don't think at this point Curry can't be in his convo. I'm sorry, not yet. And he's still playing. So give him a chance to play. He's still playing. Now if he finishes out and he does, if Curry wins another chip, Curry's a Finals MVP. He don't have to break another record, but he does that. Then maybe we can say if he brings a team, especially not as good, because then you got to go with the eye test as well too, which you can't quantify that. But yes, Kevin says, what about longevity? Being able to play at a high level for so long and not you're definitely right. Yes, you're definitely right. But he failed on the other 2. I can't give him that. He needed KD for those 2 chips. That's possibly so. And we don't know, but it's possibly so. The fact that he has that KD has a 2 Finals MVP, all MVPs almost proved that, Drew. That's the bad part. I don't think he needed KD, but if you look at the stats and what's on paper, the fact that KD has 2 Finals MVPs, I can't say you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to say that. Then he says LeBron needed super teams for every chip. I don't think Cleveland was a super team. LA wasn't a super team. Miami, yeah, yes. Now, did he need help? Yes, but everybody needs help. I mean, Jordan didn't win a chip with a team that wasn't good. I mean, Jordan had good players. Now, the 98 Bulls is probably the least his worst team he played with as far as the finals. Least talented team, but they still won. Jordan willed himself a chip on for that 6-1. But still, you need good players. So I'm not gonna hold that against him in this argument, Drew. In this argument, I won't. Because I know where you're going. I feel you. But I'm just saying, and then Kareem, I mean, longevity, you know what Kareem did, and so it's just, I'm just saying, not yet, Shaq. Let's not live in the. I know we live in the moment, and that's what we're supposed to do, right? We're supposed to live in the moment, but think logically, though. You know what I'm saying? I just I can't give him that, y'all. Well, y'all tell me. I mean, y'all saying this guy's this is that. You all tell me now. Do you all think that Steph Curry should be in the greatest of all time conversation? And I ain't talking about just he's a GOAT. No, I'm saying the greatest of all time. Do y'all feel like he should be in there? Please and let me know in the chat room. But like I said, he don't check all the boxes for me. Is he one of the greatest? Of course. Of course. The question is he in the top 10? I think you got to put him in the top 10, but it's like, who would you take out? So that'd be another conversation where I have to sit and no, we take him out. He's good enough, whatever. But I just feel like Curry is that dude. Curry is Curry is a legend, but it's a lot of legends. Bird is a legend. And I'm not comparing them to, I'm just saying it's a lot of legends. My point is, you can be a legend and don't be in the conversation of greatest of all time. But I just think Shaq was living in the moment. Shaq's my dude. But I just felt like he was living in the moment right there. He was, it's hard not to, after you witness a shot like that, to say something like that. I've said some crazy things. You know what? I'm going to give myself a stop it for this. I was tripping. I remember, and this has nothing to do with basketball, but I remember saying that because T.Y. Hilton was balling. And I remember saying, like, at one point, I was like, yo, T.Y. Hilton could be the best wide receiver in the league. Because I was trying to factor in his height and his speed and what he's doing out there, and he's still balling. Yeah, I need to get myself
Stop it.
I was tripping. But that's the example of living in the moment. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was doing. And I felt like Shaq was doing that too. So, hey, I rest my case. Like I said, I love Curry. Curry is that dude. But yeah, Shaq kind of tripping on that. You know what I'm saying? So either or, yo, we're about to give our Christmas gifts. All right. You don't want to miss this. Just taking a quick break, man. We gotta let somebody let you know who you listening to. We'll be right back.
Hey, this is Earl Campbell.
Hey, it's Chuck the Iceman Liddell.
This is Emmitt Smith, and you're listening to 3 Point Conversion.
We're back, and if you all don't know, but for those who do know, that time.
Hey, player, what you gonna get?
If the music was,
Here we go.
What you gonna get, that boy? Come on. What you gonna get? What you gonna get, that boy?
All right, y'all. It is time to give these Christmas gifts out. If you have one, let me know. I promise you, we'll put it. So, and this is where, I'm just giving, as I told you before, I give it, But at this time, so good. I love this. We always do this every year, and I love doing out these special gifts to these athletes, to these players, so on. Mhm. Um, so here's my first gift I'm giving. So first thing I'm giving this gift to is somebody who I think will love this, and he will definitely use it to be beneficial to him and help him out. Yeah, he loves to do what he wants to do. And this gift is going to
Draymond Green. And I am giving Draymond Green for Christmas a Debo Friday starter kit. Yes, I'm giving him a Debo Friday starter kit. What comes with that starter kit? That kit comes with a plaid blue and black shirt, right? Button down shirt, plaid blue and black button down shirt, right? The blue Dickie pants, he gets that. He gets the bike, the old bike that kind of like screeches. He gets that, and then he get a fake lazy eye. We're gonna get it to him. Y'all forgive me, but we're gonna get it to Draymond, man. Because that's what he want to be. He want to be Debo. So this is what I'm giving him for Christmas. So like I said, we that's how we do it, man. This is exactly how we do it for Christmas. So that's my gift I'm giving for Draymond right there. Here's my gift.
Okay. So the next gift I'm giving out, a gift I'm giving out to various Tony. Uh, Drew, I'm gonna give you your gift. I'm gonna say your gift in a minute, okay? Uh, uh, but this is the gift I'm giving to Jerry, right? So first I'm giving him, he's a wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs, right? Uh, I'm going back in the day, man. I think my parents, I went in this place, this house, and I went in the attic of that old house, found this old place, Jerry. I said, love it. So I'm getting some stickers. I remember the stickers that Linda talking to there, and all the Oakland Raiders, old, brown.
They put on they pants and all that, and their hands, and they help them catch, and they won't drop. So I'm giving Kadarius Toney some stickum. Also, I'm giving him a DVD, or I don't know what it is now. I can just give him a DVD. Maybe I could find it and email it to him so he can have this. I'm giving him The Wiz, the video of The Wiz. You seen The Wiz. Y'all don't know, it's the other version of The Wizard of Oz, but The Wiz, right? And the reason why I'm giving The Wiz because it's dope. he can learn how to get his heart back. He can learn to get courage and his hands back. So if y'all watch the Wiz, remember they skipped down that yellow brick road. And that's how that's the Tin Man, the Lion, they got all of that. They found out. So this is the way to help him get that. And I really think this will help him. I think this will be dope for him. He's going through a lot, but I think with this, I promise you he'll be good. And I think this will help him throughout the season and in the playoffs. And this might be a gift for the Kansas City Chiefs because they need it, because he's probably lost all his confidence, lost his heart. I know where the Joker hands are, but that's how he could find it. So that's what I'm giving to him. Again, some Stickum and a Wizard of Oz DVD, or I email him the video or whatever of that. And I think that'd be good for him. So I think he'll love that, man. So, and this is my last, this is my last gift I'm giving. Okay. This is the last gift I'm giving. Well, I'm not gonna give that. Okay. So okay. So I didn't do this last thing. I should have done it. Everybody wanted to crucify him, but he didn't deserve it. And the fact that he balling out it, he got his team winning, came back to coach him. He made Udoka. He made Udoka right now. He's been rocking over 500. He would have thought that. He's a great coach. He got fired. We knew what he got fired for. He said Udoka, Udoka, yeah, Udoka. So he really want to give him. So I'm giving him the classic. I know he likes him stuff like this. I'm giving him the classic video cassette. Step up, hold down. Pretty sure he'll love that. He's not in college, but give him step up, hold down. Other gift I'm giving him is a trip to the DR. Now, if y'all don't know about the DR, just say y'all don't know. But who knows about the DR, y'all know. And I'm giving him this trip so he can get it all out of his system. Because we don't want it to happen in Houston, what happened in Boston. So he get it all out of his system in the DR. Y'all know what I'm talking about if y'all know about the DR. But if y'all don't, just look it up. But either or, I'm giving him that. And then I'm giving him a DVD, and Drew will love this if he's still on. A DVD of the finals of 2007, 2011, 2014, 2015, 2017, and 2018. The finals of each of those years. I think those years that LeBron lost in the finals. But I'm giving that to Ime, especially after what happened with his boy setting up Cam and Nia Long. They was at the party together or whatever. So Jake, was it not Jake Paul? I can't think of his name, but LeBron's boy, his agent. But we're gonna, so I'm gonna give him, and then y'all remember what happened, the situation with LeBron and Udoka. So I think he enjoyed those finals. Again, the finals of 2007, 2011, 2014, 2015, 2017, and 2018. Those are all the finals that LeBron lost. So I'm pretty sure Ime will love that. So getting those finals, those video cassettes of those finals, video cassette of Pimps Up, Hoes Down, and a trip to DR to just let it all out. Hey, y'all, I'm telling y'all, this is all from the heart. If y'all have a Christmas gift y'all want to give out, hey, y'all could say in the comments, man. Let us know. But that was from the heart. I meant it. I hope they love it. I think they will love it. And I think it will help out as well. Like, it's not just something they like, but it's something that will help them out going forward. That's how I am, man. That's how I do. Like I said, it's real talk, real talk. So, all right, y'all, we're going to take a quick break, man, and it'll be time for what's on my mind. Don't go anywhere.
It's Kalen DeLoach, linebacker.
This is Tyler Van Dyke. I play quarterback for the University of Miami.
What's going on? This is Shador Sanders. You're here listening to the 3-Point Conversion.
All right, we are back inside the 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge. And once again, I appreciate everyone who's listening and watching live. We definitely appreciate you. Kevin Young says, I'm going to hell with gasoline. Also, what up, Glaze? I don't know if y'all in here now. What up, Eddie Powell, man? I didn't see y'all in here, man. Hey, man, I'm just being real, bro. That's where I'm coming from. Just what it is. But anyway, this next segment, man, I love to call this What's on My Mind. We had stopped doing this for a while, but we had to bring it back. This is where I get to talk about, what's on my mind. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's bothering me, whether I don't agree with it, whether it makes me laugh, whether I like it. Just let me get something off my chest, man. You know what I'm saying? Just something off my chest. So here we go. I might have to play some music with this, y'all. Get me in this, whatever. But here we go. So what's on my mind? So I was just thinking, like I said, I just one day just thinking about, I was watching a game Sunday, watching NFL. And what I can't understand, what I don't like, to me, is bogus when you do the call, when they call unsportsmanlike conduct on a player for talking mess. What the heck? Talking mess. That's it. Just talking junk. We're battling. Blood is flowing. We hyped. What else you expect us to do? If I'm the player, I didn't touch him. I didn't hit him. I didn't spit on him. So if I make a big tackle, I can't stand over you and say, yeah, I got you. What is that doing? Why are we calling flags on that? I never understood that. That's what makes it really crazy to me. So if you watch it be a bad call. and let it be Belichick. It can be Belichick. I'm trying to think of another coach who's going in. Who else? Belichick. I can't think of another coach right now. But that just go in on the refs, right? And be yelling, be cussing them out in their faces. Probably spitting all on it, not purposely, but spitting all in their face. The referee got that stoic look, like, and not doing anything, like that demeanor where a man probably cheated on his wife, and from then on out he got to take it from his wife, and he messed up, and she could yell and everything. All you got to do is just sit there and that's what the referee doing to him, cussing him out, and the refs are not. They chilling. It don't bother them. Not only the players do it too. Be yelling at them and referees shake their head, and that's it. No foul. I'm not saying they should call a foul. What up, TJ? I'm not saying they should call a foul on the guy. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying that if you're calling an unsportsmanlike conduct on somebody because they stood over some player and talked mess, or they made a tackle like, yeah, what's up now? And they get a flag for that, but you're not calling flags for a coach cussing you out or players cussing you out. No, you get that. What about offensive lineman, defensive lineman? They get upset, they shoving and pushing, they grab each other's face masks. Both of them got each other's face masks, all pulling and pushing to take the whole team, referees, separate them. No flag. That doesn't make sense to me, y'all. I don't get it. You don't call a flag on that, which I'm not asking you to, but just because this guy said something else for another player or want to talk smack, and then he'll talk smack, and the other guy just might get up and just keep walking, but they get a flag. What? Who came up with this rule? Who? I don't get it. I just don't get it. People saying protecting the quarterback and all of that, they should make the quarterback wear skirts or dresses, or it's turned into flag football league. I mean, I get people saying that. Okay, yeah, I get it. But that right there makes me think of flag football or it's weak. Come on, man. The testosterone is up. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, that's reality. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. That don't make sense to me. So, Mr. Goodell, if you're listening, that's the rule y'all need to change. And I know y'all already had an owners meeting, but that's the rule. And when y'all come back in April? That's for March or April. I think it's February. That's what y'all need to talk about. Because to me, I feel like that's not football. You a sport where we hitting hard and running, doing all of this athleticism, all of this energy. Like I said, everybody's testosterone is up, and then you call a flag because he made a big play and he said something to the guy that he made a play over. I get like the NBA. That's what y'all get like. That's what it sounds like. Sounds like the NBA. That's all I gotta say. It sounds like NBA. And I don't like it at all, man. I think they need to push this and they need to change it. So that's what's on my mind. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but that's what's on my mind. I can't stand it. To me, it's embarrassing. And I just pray that it doesn't travel to other parts of the game where it gets soft. Because I've been saying that NBA is soft. Refs giving out technicals just because you stare at them or because y'all start talking mess, or y'all might push. Why are you getting the technical for pushing? This is not AAU. Why are we getting the tech for that? It's called competitors. That's what they're called. That's who they are. Competing. What comes along with it? They get a tech for that. If I ask you a question, I don't understand. So I can't show no emotion. Even though this game is coming down to the wire, I'm dying for this game. But you call a tech just because you don't like what I said. Some techs are deserving. I get it. But because I'm arguing with you, I don't understand, or some emotion. I just don't get it, man. I just don't like that for sports. I don't like they're taking away the competitive edge from us, So I don't get it. But either or, like I said, that's what's on my mind. That's how I feel. So that's what it is, man. So, what I'm saying, I hope y'all agree with me. If y'all don't, let me know. But just what it is. So look, before we go any further, man, you already know what time it is. Before we get to the stop it segment, if you have any stop it segments or stoppage, like I said, just let me know. Whatever, text it to me, however you want to do, man. We'll put it up. But I think we're about to go to that. Oh, 1 second.
No mercy. Don't let up on him. Go hard on Mr. Controversy. Hit him with the stop it button.
Yes, sir, Sherm. I'm about to. And I only have one stop it. My stop it goes to this guy, the backup quarterback for the Alabama Crimson Tide, right? His name is Tyler Buchner. Buchner, I believe. Buchner or Buchner. I think it's Buchner, right? Played for Alabama as a backup quarterback. Usually, if you're the back quarterback, you should get your fair chance or fair. You'll get a chance to play next year when that quarterback leaves. You should. I don't know. But if you don't, I get it. You say, I got you, TJ. You might say that, all right, I'm gonna go to another team because I'm not playing football. I'm gonna go to another place to start. Right? I get it. This Joker is transferring to Notre Dame. Say it one more time. This guy is transferring to Notre Dame, the backup quarterback. The backup quarterback is transferring to Notre Dame because he's gonna play lacrosse for Notre Dame.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Bruh. Your confidence is shot so bad. Now, granted, he might be the best lacrosse player in the country. I don't know. But you have a scholarship because you're the backup. But you're going to transfer to Notre Dame to play lacrosse? Oh, my God. Is this the first guy to enter the transfer portal to play for to go to a different college program for another sport? I can see if it was basketball. And nothing wrong with lacrosse, but bruh, the backup. You want like fifth string? Come on, man. You was on Alabama. We all know Alabama is full of 5 stars when it comes to the bench. You just waiting for your turn. This is how it goes. Anyway, he gets my stop it. TJ Bentley put it up, TJ. He said, this is his stop it right here. TJ Stop It is to fantasy football leagues with one playoff match that last 2 weeks. Who come up with that?
Stop it.
Who comes up with that? I'm glad Vincent and Fantasy Drew not doing that. TJ, are you answer on the chat, man? Are you in a league with that does that? So that's crazy. I don't get that. That's crazy. All right, y'all. So he says, TJ says you play 1 week matches all season long. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Yeah, I couldn't be in nothing like that. I just take my L like a man and move on. I can't be in nothing like that. That's crazy right there. I can't see it. But for the Royal Rumble League, TJ says the Royal Rumble League. Well, they definitely get a stopper for that. That's crazy. Wow, that's crazy. All right, man. We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna be back for the NFL. Here are power rankings for this year by Mr. Ab Stanley.
This is Ab Stanley with a look inside the three-point conversions NFL power rankings heading into Week 16. This week, let's take a look at some teams hoping to secure a wild card playoff spot. At number 9 are the Buffalo Bills at 8-6. The Bills have flipped some kind of switch on defense and have gotten back to their early season success. They've won 2 in a row, and they're allowing 13.5 points per game during that streak. Number 13 are the Houston Texans at 8-6. The Texans have split their last 4 games, but they're right in the middle of the playoff hunt. They'll have to fight hard to actually get into the playoffs with games left against Cleveland and Indianapolis on their schedule. At number 15 are the New Orleans Saints at 7-7. The Saints are tied for their division lead, but tiebreakers have them currently 9th in the NFC. Their game against Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Week 17 could be for the division title. At number 16 are the Los Angeles Rams at 7-7. Los Angeles has won 4 out of their last 5 games. With their record, they're in a logjam in the NFC playoff race with 3 other teams. They currently hold the 7th seed due to conference win percentage. Our offensive player of the week is Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback Baker Mayfield, who finished with 383 passing yards and 4 passing touchdowns in a 34-20 win over the Green Bay Packers. Our defensive player of the week is Miami Dolphins defensive end Bradley Chubb, who finished with 7 total tackles, 3 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles in the Dolphins' dominating win over the New York Jets. You can find the full rankings at the3pointconversion.com, and you can find me, Ab Stanley, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
All right, we are back inside the 3-point conversion sports lounge. And Ron Robinson, Big Google, he jumping in late, but he said no, Steph should not be in the GO conversation. Yeah, we you're right. That's what we said, Big Google. You're right, bro. We said that, man. I can't see that. That's not nah. But anyway, all right, man. So it's time to talk NFL, y'all. And I want to talk about, first of all, the Atlanta Falcons. You know, I think we saw the horrible loss, first of all, for Carolina Panthers. Appreciate it, Falcons. You know, that's why we about to put a whooping on y'all when y'all come to Soldier Field trying to mess us up. But, dang, TJ, should we let Cardinals win? Anyway, so it's been a lot of flack with Arthur Smith. Should he remain as coach? I remember a couple weeks ago, maybe like 3 or 4 weeks ago, Arthur Blank was like, look, that's my coach. It's a wrap. leave it alone. It's my coach, right? Then I think last week or maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe last week, he was like, there's no question he's my coach. He's not going anywhere. That's our coach. He's not going anywhere. When they asked him this week, that joke was scratching his head, was like, we're gonna play this season out and we're gonna see what what happens. Wow. First of all, he benched BJ because he fumbled. Nothing wrong with that. If you bench someone because they fumble. I mean, not BJ, but Bijan, but we call him BJ, but Bijan, you don't bench him. I mean, you bench him because he fumbled. I mean, that's Sean Payton. That's another referee that be yelling at folks. That's another coach be yelling at referees. But Sean Payton would bench it. I've seen him yell at Reggie Bush. Okay. But it was like a monsoon outside. It was raining as a mud. Bro, the ball slippery. How do you bench him because he fumbled in the rain? What kind of crap is that? That doesn't make sense. That's dumb. That's dumb. But the situation, I said this last week. I said this last week. The situation with the quarterback, as far as it's like, what do you want him to do when he's in a situation where you got this inexperienced quarterback, you bench Heineke. I mean, you can only go so far anyway. Now, I'll say this though. I thought he messed up when he benched Ritter. Then he brought in Heineke. After that, you don't go back to Ritter. It's because you didn't shot his confidence. But bench Heineke and bring back Ritter. Now, luckily, Ritter came in. I think he played well the game he came back in, so he's no punk. That's good. But still, I know he's not a rookie, but basically he's a rookie when he hadn't played over 17 games in the season. You played him the first 5 games. You don't bench a rookie or somebody that young and then want to go back to him. You don't do that. Now, Heineke would have got hurt, different, but you can't do this. Common shot. So, will he be going? Should he be going? It's tough to say, man. Like, he's an offensive guy. What would happen if he had a quarterback? We don't know. Maybe they get a quarterback next year. Would you have him there now? I mean, could he be different, I should say? I don't know, y'all. It's tough, but I think he's gone with Arthur Blank saying that. And we all know Arthur Blank is one of the most loyal people you will ever meet. Very loyal. But for him to say that, it's a wrap. Now, let's go into this playoff outlook, y'all. So, go to my phone. All right, so in the AFC, the Baltimore Ravens, they clinched the playoff spot already, right? The only ones in the AFC to clinch the spot. The Dolphins, they're 10-4. We know they're probably going to get in. Probably. They should, because only three more games left. Chiefs are 9-5, head of their division. Broncos are 7-7. That's the nearest team, so they should get in. Now, the Jaguars are 8-6, but the Colts are 8-6. The Houston Texans are 8-6. So it's no wash. And then you got the wild card. The wild card right now, the Browns are 9-5 at the 5th spot. Bengals are 8-6 at the 6th spot. And the Colts are 8-6 at the 7th spot, right? Then, like I said, you got the Texans are 8-6, and the Bills are 8-6. So this is wild right here. This is, if you're a football fan, you love this. Teams I feel like is getting in out of these wild card teams. Like I said, I believe the Chiefs and the Dolphins, they locked in, right? It's hard to see Dolphins lose the rest of their games. So I have Cleveland getting in. Only reason why, because defense travels and defense rules. Yes, it's a game of passing the ball, but we all know still defense matters, right? And that Cleveland Browns, I know they're banged up in the secondary, but just that defensive line, Myles Garrett himself, but the defensive line, they're going to help them get in. And Flacco's been balling. Flacco's been balling. I mean, he threw 3 interceptions or 2 interceptions last week. Or was it 3? 2 interceptions last week, but still, or 3. He threw 3, but he's a former champ, battle back one. So I got Cleveland. And then I got the Bills, man. I think the Bills, their confidence right now is so high. And they went through that tough stretch. You know how I feel like every team in the NFL go through a time where you're going to go through a stretch where it's just like, it's rough. You're losing. Many losing games, you're going to look like you're the worst team in the NFL, but then all of a sudden, you're the best team in the NFL. As a matter of fact, look at the San Francisco 49ers. I think after week 6 or 7, remember they went on that 6? They went on that losing streak. I think they lost 3 in a row. And everybody's like, what's wrong with the 49ers? Now they look like the best team in the NFL. Right? Kansas City did it. They went through a tough stretch. So it's teams that you go through this. It happens. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, Dallas looked like they were the worst team. Eagles look like they're going through it right now. So it happens. So Buffalo went through theirs at the right time. Now they're coming out of it with the most confidence. Defense has stepped up, as Ab said earlier. I just think right now they're the scariest team in the NFL by far to play. Buffalo is. So I got Cleveland, Buffalo. I think the Colts win the division. I don't think the Jags win the division. I think the Colts win the division. Man, and it's crazy. So I know we're going to get into that maybe in 2 weeks, but I can't even tell you who the coach is. Like I know his face, but I can't tell you his name and everything. But this guy looked like he deserves mention for coach of the year. For real. First you was winning with the rookie. Then he goes down. Now you bring in Minshew, and you still playing well. You didn't have Jonathan Taylor at all. Moss comes back. Then Jonathan Taylor comes back playing well. Then he lose Moss. Then he lose Taylor. Moss comes back in. Moss got hurt last game, and you still use your running game. The defense is playing well. This guy deserves coach of the year mentions, for real. And then it's tough, man. I want to say the Houston Texans, but just the simple fact because your boy is not playing, C.J. Stroud, and they host Cleveland this week. And I know you got Case Keenum, and he's a pro. That's why he's a pro. He can win the game. He won last week, but that's just a tough task, man, to go against that Cleveland defense, and you don't have. That's just tough. You don't have C.J. Stroud, but nah, it's just tough. So I want to say them, but I'm gonna have to go with the Jags, man. I think the Jags hold on to that last spot. So in the AFC, I'm saying it now, so you all can. This is my receipt. I have Cleveland. So I have Jags. I have the Colts winning the South Division. Then I have Cleveland, Buffalo, and the Jaguars winning the wild card. I think Houston just misses out. In the NFC, so right now it looks like this. The NFC, you have 49ers, clinch the playoff spot. Cowboys, they're the number one team in the NFC. Got the number one spot. Cowboys are the number 2. They clinch the playoff spot. You got the Lions at 10-4. You got the Buccaneers at 7-7 of the South. Lions more than likely they're in. Then you have the Eagles with the 5th spot. They clinch the playoff spot, so they're good. So all we got left is, then you got Vikings and the Rams at 6-7, both 7-7. So right now, the Buccaneers, South Division is up for grabs. Buccaneers lead that with 7-7 record. Then you got the Vikings and the Rams are 6-7. Below them, you have Seahawks at 7-7, I mean, both of them are 7-7. The Vikings and Rams, but they're 6 and 7 respectively as far as ranking, or as far as seeding. Then you have Seahawks 7 and 7, the Saints 7 and 7, Falcons 6 and 8, Packers 6 and 8, Giants 5 and 9, my Bears 5 and 9. But they're pretty much out of it. Pretty much. So who do I have going in? I have Seahawks. They have the combination of defense and a running game. Yes, Drew Lock came in. He did his thing, but I just think with defense and a running game, you got to go with, I mean, that might not win you a Super Bowl. It's going to carry you through the playoffs. You can do that because it's time of possession, and then you're keeping the other team off the field as well with your defense. And so I have Seahawks getting in. I have the Rams getting in. Right now, Stafford is healthy. Everybody's healthy. Stafford, Cup, and then this is a little young joker, a little young Thundercat named Kyron Williams right now. Is playing out of his mind right now. Probably besides McCaffrey, he's playing the best running back football right now in the NFL. You can say, what about Mostert? Mostert is balling, but Mostert he's getting those touchdowns. But I'm just saying, like, this guy, he can catch, he's breaking tackles, he can run, I mean, everything. Right now, that Rams offense look scary. Like, you don't want to play this team. Of course, you got Puka, you got Atwell, you got all these young guys. So I got Rams making the playoffs, getting the 6th and the 7th seed. The AFC South, I told y'all, man, I'm going with the team with the most dependable quarterback. I told y'all from the get. I told y'all what I said. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's the team. That's the team that's going to win that division. Falcons, no, they're not. No, they're just not ready. They don't have a quarterback. The Saints are up and down. You just never know what they're going to do. I just can't trust them. And right now, Baker Mayfield is playing the best quarterback play, like I said before, in the league. Matter of fact, I just want to tell y'all real quick, then I'm going to move on. I just want to, with the Buccaneers, everybody laughed at me. Everybody said, Baker Mayfield is going to be gone before week 6. He's not going to be playing anymore, right? That's what was said. Here are Baker Mayfield's stats, y'all. 33 and 15. Where's Maceo? I wish Maceo and Glaze was on here. 33, 15, 3,315 yards, right? 24 touchdowns. That's tied for number 5. 8 interceptions with a 94.7 rating. And y'all told me I was bugging. Y'all said I was tripping. You don't know football. What the hell are you thinking? All of y'all said that. Y'all said that to me. But y'all don't listen. The problem is not Baker Mayfield. The problem is Ty Bowles. The game is past them. That's why they're losing. That's why they're 7-7. Right now, they should be what? They should be at least, they're 7-7. They should be 9-5 right now. They're that talented. Especially when, and Rashad White is balling now. All of a sudden he's balling though, but especially when your quarterback he has a 94.7 quarterback rating, 24 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. That calls for success, you would think. I don't see what the problem is. I don't see. So that's what I see. I'm just telling y'all. So again, my playoff teams, this is what I say right now. I'm saying it right now. I'm sticking with it. For the AFC, I got the wild card spots. I got Cleveland, Buffalo, and who was the other one? I had Cleveland, Buffalo, and who was number 5? Oh, Cleveland, Buffalo, and the Colts, and the Jaguars. I'm sorry, it's wild card teams. And then the South Division winner is going to be the Indianapolis Colts. NFC, pretty much everything is wrapped up as far as division except for the South Division. And right now, Philly has a 5th seed. They clinched the playoff spot already, just like Dallas. So it's really up 6-7 in the South Division. And I have Seahawks and Rams with the last 2 wild card spots, and I have the Buccaneers winning the South Division. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm sticking with. All right. Now, let me transition to basketball, to the NBA. We're going to talk about these Hawks real quick. And I'm going to just real quick. I think I mentioned this before a long time ago. Just wonder, is DJ the right fit for the Hawks? I'm talking about DeJounte Murray. I love DeJounte, y'all. And DeJounte's playing pretty well. This is his best season with the Hawks compared to last year. Not saying he's not good. Not saying he's not playing well. Is he the right fit? Right now, yes, Trey's going to score. Trey's going to assist, but I think, and DJ comes in when he's out. Yes, you have somebody who can score and assist and all of that, but I think right now you need a shooting guard. And I don't think it's not in DeJounte's, and DeJounte could score, but for some reason, it just, that fit doesn't work when they're playing together. And not saying that there's no chemistry. It just doesn't work. He's just not the right fit. It doesn't mean he's not good or he's just not the right fit. That's what it is. So even with Capella get rebounds and everything, but it's just like that whole team is just not the right fit. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on, but it doesn't. So do you trade DeJounte right now and get somebody else? Like, who would you get? Who would fit? Do you trade Hunter? I don't think so. I think you just need a shooting guard. Just a typical shooting guard. It meshes, it works when the starting 5 is on the team. I don't know. You can say the coach is not in. I'm not gonna put on the coach just yet. You know, he didn't inherit this team anyway. So, I mean, he didn't build his team, I should say. He inherited his team. It was there, but he didn't build his team. So, I don't know. But like I said, this is my thinking. But did you all see John Morant balled out? So it's crazy, man. I don't think we're giving him enough flowers or just due for the fact that this guy's been suspended all this time and he comes back in. They were down by 21. I'm not gonna lie, I turned the game off. Down by I think 21. I don't know how much it was the most, but I know at least 21. I turned it off then. And he battles back. Then he hits the game-winning shot, beast, right? We talked about Curry, what he did, his shot. Right now, this is what's dope about the NBA, and this is what I love about the NBA. Right now, honestly, the NBA, this is the first time in years, I mean, like, I think 20, 25 years that the NBA has been relevant at this moment. Whether good or bad, but been relevant. Think about it. Of course, you have the tournament. I mean, a lot of people want to talk stuff about it, but even if you thought it was bad or not, you're talking about it. But it was good. Great play, exciting. You saw it, competition ramp up. Also, Draymond Green, the way he put chokeholds on people and then he almost punched somebody out or whatever, people talking about that, but still it's relevant. Everybody's talking about it. Victor Wembanyama. To have a rookie playing this well like that is great. Every time he plays, everybody want to see him play, right? He's on national TV. You have to watch him play. You might see something you never seen before. Then the stellar play with with the Embiid, Joker, Steph, Giannis, Tyrese, all of that, right? Then of course what we saw last night. NBA is in a great place right now. Honestly, I'm not gonna say as far as play, but just as far as being relevant. Great place. But I want to ask, and this is the question that was posed to me, and I was thinking about this. What players, because last week we talked about who is the best player in the NBA as we speak, right? We said it was 7 people that you can probably say. We said Embiid, Joker, Giannis, Luka, Shea, Tyrese Halliburton, and Steph, and LeBron. You can put LeBron in there, right? So that's great for the NBA if you have that. But right now, who is must-see TV? Who is, if you had your last $50, what players would you say, I'm about to spend this last $50 and go watch this? I ain't got money until I get paid next week, whatever. But what players would you say these are the must-see TV, or these are the players I would pay to go watch? Y'all let me know. But me right now, I think it's tough. Right now, I think is Ja Morant, because you always gonna see something crazy. I mean, his athleticism, whether he's gonna dunk on someone, cross somebody over, the way he contorts his body, game winners. This is Ja Morant. A great pass, Ja Morant. You gotta put him in there right now. I would pay to see him play. Definitely. Steph Curry. Definitely play to see him play. I mean, play to see him pay. Pay to see him play. I'm sorry. Definitely pay. Because even though he shoot threes, but it's the way he shoot threes, the long distance. Then he got the handles. You always going to see something that you're going to be like, oh, the showmanship. I think that's missed in the game. I love that about Ja, but I definitely love that about Steph, right? Just you have to see. Luka, I would pay to see that. I'm sorry. Like Luka, the crazy fadeaways, the taunting the crowd, or not even taunting the crowd, but him playing with the crowd. I'll say that. He's talking to the crowd, and not even just talking junk, but just laughing or whatever. But the passes, the making you look silly, all of that, pay to see him play. Tyrese Halliburton, I watched him play, and in person. Luckily, I'm covering the Hawks, so I get to see him play. But oh man, dude is awesome. Dude. Danny told me this. I didn't know he was shooting over 40, was it 43, 44% from 3, but 54% as a whole. And he's getting almost 12 assists a game. Come on, man. But if you love basketball, yes, you have to pay to watch him play. Have to. Then right now, the only other person I would pay to watch play is Victor Wembanyama, just because you never know what you're gonna see. You never know. What up, cuz? I see you, Juan. What up, cuz? But you never know what you're going to see. Because we never seen anything like that. Somebody that tall, that can handle the rock, that can shoot threes with ease, and shot looks so pure, but still dunk. Like the way like he almost tore his ankle up. He like should have sprained his ankle. That joker popped right back up. Like crap, what was that? But that's Victor. You're going to see something different. I would pay to see him play. LeBron, nah, I can't pay to watch. I wouldn't. I mean, only if you want to see history. Now, if you're a student of the game, like you love the game like that, and I'm not talking about I just love basketball. Like I'm a big no, you love the game, you love footwork, you love the IQ. Then yes, but to pay to play, and maybe I'm being biased. I've seen him play. Like at this point, you know, like when he's playing, I'm not getting excited. Oh, let me LeBron playing. Let me not now. You know, we've seen enough of LeBron, and LeBron's my dude. No hate. The Joker. Unless you're a basketball, like you love basketball, that's just yes. But if you're just a basketball fan, just casual, you might fall asleep. Joker a beast. I love what Joker does, but there's nothing spectacular. Like I'm saying, watching him. I'm saying, I mean, yes, what he's doing is spectacular, but paying to go see him play, I probably would. I'm not gonna lie, because I love basketball like that. I love the passing. I love all of that. But for the most part, as a casual fan, you probably wouldn't pay to see him play. He's a beast, though. Who else? Who else would you say? KD, maybe. Yeah, if you love shooting, I would say yes. KD, yes. I mean, if your wife or your girl or whatever, she knows him, but she's probably not gonna be paying attention. But like I said, with Wembanyama, with Tyrese Halliburton, who else I say with Josh, they're gonna see them play. So right now, to me, I say 4 players in the NBA right now that are 5 that is must see TV is I gotta pay to see this. Oh, they coming to town? Oh, we gotta get tickets for this. Other than that, sorry, y'all, I can't see it, man. I can't see it. Like I know it's get off my lawn segment, but you look at when of course Jordan was it. The young LeBron, definitely. Kobe Bryant, yes. Scotty, Pippen, no. Scotty was a beast though. But like a Barkley, I would want to see Barkley play. Malone, no, I'm not seeing Malone play. The young Kareem, probably so, because like I said, you've never seen anything like that. Magic Johnson, heck yeah. Shoot, I would. To me, I'm so to let you know, I'm trying to think of that player right now who's not a star, but you would love to see play. Because to me, like people like White Chocolate, Jason Williams, you had to go see him play. Or Sean Kemp that was going to do something spectacular, yes. Now you know who I would go see play? Anthony Edwards. I'll go see him play. I'll pay to see him play. Anthony's that dude. I'll go see him play. Anthony might dunk on somebody. His jumper is pure. I'll see them play. Yeah, I'll watch. But I'm trying to think anybody else. Cuz help me out if you don't hear. Who would you say anybody I didn't name that you say I'll watch play and I didn't name, I'll go pay to play. I'll take my wife to play, you know. I'm trying to think who else. But right now that's about it. Like so I'll add Anthony Edwards in there. I'll say 6 for me. I can't think of nobody. I'm trying to think of anybody else. I mean, I like watching Trey, but I see it's hard for me to say that because I see Trey all the time. But that's about it, man. Like somebody like Shay. Nah, Shay is real. Like Shay is efficient and everything, but Shay is Shay real cool, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, but I still think it's good to have 6 players. I think back when we was coming up, when I was a shorty, it was about 10 players. Even when being a teenager, like you want to see Dirk play, you got to see Shaq play. Hakeem definitely. I mentioned Iverson, Starberry. You got to see Jason Kidd. I would love to watch him play because you're going to see something exciting. Dominique Wilkins. Yeah, you had some players come up, but like I said, in today's and maybe because everybody do is shoot threes anyway. It gets boring, only certain people that shoot threes, you're like, oh man, but everybody else is like, it's players I love to watch. Like I'll watch the bonus, but he's not must see. So, but again, Josh, Steph, now I enter Anthony Edwards, Luca, Tyrese Halliburton, and Wembanyama. Those are the players that I say are must see TV, or I'm paying to watch play with my last $50 or $100. I'm watching play. So look, we're gonna take a quick break. If you're a fantasy football player, you don't want to miss this, man, because you're about to get an injury report. You're going to be able to determine, or you might have help to determine should you risk playing or not, because you're in the playoffs. If you're not in the playoffs, you can watch anyway. I mean, this will help you out next year, or you can wish that you were playing. So, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Have a sports injury? Need to see an orthopedic doctor? Ortho Atlanta is one of Metro Atlanta's largest orthopedic and sports medicine practices, providing orthopedic and sports medicine care for the whole family. With 37 physicians and 14 offices, the practice provides the highest level of care for injury of muscles, joints, bones, and spine. Ortho Atlanta offers convenient access to a full range of musculoskeletal surgeons and specialists. Ortho Atlanta also offers on-site physical therapy, pain management care, MRI imaging, and workers' compensation care. The Ortho Atlanta surgery centers in Austell and Fayetteville provide cost-effective, same-day surgical procedures in an accredited outpatient center. Hip, knee, shoulder, back pain? Ortho Atlanta has you covered with specialists in all areas. Same-day appointments, orthopedic care for the whole family. Ortho Atlanta, Atlanta's choice for orthopedic and sports medicine care. Learn more at www.orthoatlanta.com.
All right, we are back inside the 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge. And we have to bring in none other than our cousin family, orthopedic for Ortho Atlanta, Dr. Donald Fowler III. What's going on, Doc?
How's it going, Mr. Controversy? Welcome back. Good to be here.
Yes, sir. I'm good, man. And how'd you do in your playoffs?
Did not make it. So
you didn't make the playoffs, or you lost?
Four teams make it. I was in fourth place and had to win to stay in fourth, and lost, so dropped to fifth. So
was last week your last week was the last weekend for the season?
Last week was regular season. So this week is like the semifinals, and then next week is the championship. So tough exit. I had a top 4 team for sure in our league. I got very unlucky at the end of the season, just playing the wrong teams at the wrong time. So
yeah, I lost one. I made it to I had 5. I was in 5 leagues for the playoffs, and I made it to I had 3 make it. So what up, Danny? So let's start off. I have to ask you. So first of all, Tyreek Hill's ankle. So we saw that he missed last week's game. It was a game time decision. And then they said they was going to let him decide, but I don't know if he decided no or they did. It was supposed to be raining. Turned out to be a beautiful sunny day, but he didn't play. They didn't need him. They bought out. But still, do you think he plays this week against Dallas?
It seems like he's trending like he's not going to play. Obviously, what's that?
What? He's not going to play?
Has he practiced yet? I mean, so no, I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but the chatter, at least as best I can tell, and I'm not down to Miami, but they said he's still having like not quite his same self as far as cutting and pivoting, and they want him to be his best Tyreek self out there, kind of thing, 100%. So the fact that he still hasn't practiced, I think, is alarming, and it seems like there is a chance that he could miss this week, which is a big game because I think granted, let's be honest, Dallas can't beat anybody good on the road, but you never know. But if somehow Dallas wins that game, I think Miami and Buffalo wins. Buffalo should have some easy games now against like the Chargers and I think the Patriots. But basically, it could come down to the last game of the season where Buffalo would be like a game behind Miami. And if Buffalo beats Miami, they win the East. So what I'm saying is I think it's important for Miami to win this game. So, of course, they want him out there. But I also don't think they want to risk injuring him and have anything lingering into the playoffs. So I would keep a close eye on it, but I'm thinking he's not playing.
So let me ask you this, and look, I'm hoping he plays. Could it be that they're just not practicing him? They're trying to get it healthy. Like, all right, just don't put nothing on there. Let's let it heal a couple more times. We have a few more days. And then, because like I said, they didn't practice all last week. Then he was saying he could run, he just couldn't cut. But it was a game time decision. They was going to leave it up to him. But you say it should be if he does play, I'll put it like this. Let's say if he doesn't practice, but he says, I'm going to play, he forces it. Because like you stated, they need this game. Would you trust him to play?
I would. And again,
fantasy-wise, I'm saying fantasy-wise, would you say play him anyway if he plays?
Yes, if he plays, you play him. You're not sitting him. And again, maybe there's some smoke and mirrors here. Like I said, I think I've read some things that he wasn't practicing. I've read other things, kind of like you said, they're just trying to do like some load management and just make sure that he's rested and healthy. So again, I just pay attention the next couple of days. If he plays, I think it means that he feels confident in what he can do, and certainly you're not going to sit him on your bench. So yeah.
All right. So Chris Olave is playing, but for fantasy owners, do you trust he will be able to be effective with the ankle injury, knowing, like we just stated, they need this game. They need every game they can. They're 7-7. They're playing for the division. So would this be more of a I'm playing because I have to, we're trying to win? And if that's the case, would you trust him in your fantasy? Whoever has him fantasy wise, would you trust him to play?
Yeah, no, I would. He was pretty hot before he went out last week, and they've taken him completely off the injury report. It's not like he's even like questionable at this point. So, taking a week, it seems like he's rested. They think he's healthy. Like you said, they need this game. If you have him on your team, he should not be on your bench unless somehow you have Tyreek and AJ Brown and Justin Jefferson ahead of him, which I doubt you do. So,
and then let's move to Keenan Allen. He hasn't practiced, and they play tomorrow. Especially looking at the fact that there's no point in them playing. They're it's not good. Would you say it's a chance he doesn't play, or a great chance he doesn't play?
Yeah, I do. Again, unfortunately, the Chargers are a dumpster fire with Herbert out and just kind of the performance that you saw from them last week, which was pretty embarrassing, and obviously led to a coaching change. But yeah, they don't have anything to play for. Keenan Allen's a tough dude. He's had a lot of injuries in his career, and I feel like he usually plays through a lot of it outside of some hamstring stuff. But so, I feel like he's one of those guys that would want to be out there if he can. But again, he hasn't really been practicing, and I feel like he's on the short end of the stick as far as being able to get out there at least this week. So I would not anticipate him playing. And even if he did, if I think he is not 100%, And with what the Chargers are marching out there on offense right now, and the quarterback, I mean, I don't know if you'd even want to chance it, depending on what else you have. So,
all right. And then Michael Pittman, we saw the lethal hit that was done on him, which is crazy. But he's in concussion protocol, but they're saying there's a chance he might play. If he clears it with that type of hit as a doctor, I mean, is it one of those things like you said, if they clear it, he's good to play, or is it like, yeah, but with that type of injury, let's just take time to make sure you're really okay?
yeah, no, terrible hit. Hate seeing head injuries. It's tough. I mean, because if they clear them, I mean, again, this is not your brain is probably the most important thing. Let's be honest, that we're taking care of out there for football players. That we've obviously seen a lot of bad things now down the road for people who've had too many concussions and blows to the head. So, I mean, this is something always to take seriously. In a way, it doesn't impact his physical performance. It's not like an ankle or a hamstring or a calf or anything like lower body that's going to affect his movement. So, I mean, if he's cleared, that means cognitively, the neurologists think he's good. Physically, he should be good. You just worry kind of, and we mentioned it offline, but that what we call second hit phenomenon, when you've already had a bad head injury, if you take a second head injury within like 2 or 3 weeks of the first one, it can exponentially increase the risk of, longer term brain issues and CTE. And you kind of saw a little bit with that with Tua. And certainly that was one of the most cringeworthy things that we've seen on the field in a while too. But so that's just kind of the thing. It's not that he couldn't play and be able to do it. It's just the risk of him getting a second, if he gets another blow to the head that close back to back, that can be very, very bad. So
do you say he plays, or?
I mean, he's limited. I think it just depends on how he progresses. I mean, most of these guys don't want to sit around with a head injury. So if he's cleared, I think he plays. So again, I think you just gotta follow the report. But
okay, and then last but not least, I just thought about this, what you said. What really goes into, all right, we're going to go ahead and put him questionable. What does that mean? Or how, like, what determines, like, because I never understood that, because you will see some players, they'll be healthy, then all of a sudden it'll be like, all right, they're questionable, but they're going to play. Why do you have to? I mean, I know you're not the officials, as far as when it comes to the league office, but why? What determines? All right, let me go ahead and just say he's questionable. He's going to play, but he's questionable. What does that mean, or how do you determine that?
yeah, I mean, I think some guys are truly questionable. Like you don't know, and it depends on how they feel in warmups and all that good stuff. But that's not what I think a lot of it is. Honestly, I think a lot of it is kind of almost the legality of having to report injuries and some of these things where if someone does have something minor and say something happens and then they're pulled and they didn't report the injury, they get fined. And it's, not that it should matter, but for like gambling and money line purposes and spreads and all of it. So, I mean, I think a lot of it comes down to if there's anything nagging, the team's going to report it, just because, again, it just kind of puts them in the clear that if something were to happen or he doesn't play or something happens during the game and it's like, oh, he had this, underline actually going in and he aggravated and it got worse. And then the NFL is like, oh, well, that wasn't in your injury report. We're going to find you for not disclosing, proper injuries. So I think that part of it is some, but more often than not, most people who are questionable are going to play. It's the people that are doubtful or obviously out that usually you're not going to see out there. So,
and that was basically like with Joe Burrow, basically with that situation. So, okay.
where they saw some kind of brace on his wrist coming off the plane, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, no, that wasn't really a brace."
Right,
And I was
right,
like,
right.
"Yeah, that was a brace." Let's be honest.
Right,
So,
right. Well, all right. Well, Doc, we definitely appreciate you, man. We definitely will keep that in mind. I will. But it's time to get to these picks, man. And I think we're gonna go old school the way we do this. Just if we get it, we might play some music, old school. But let me ask you this. Let me say this. I gotta give it up to Doc. This is the third week or 2 weeks in a row? Or
third week in a row.
Y'all been paying attention. Doc has been 4-0.
Yeah,
4-0.
I was
Last
like
week.
3 weeks ago. I was 5 back, and now I think I'm in the lead by a game.
By game, right? We are, and me and Rue are tied. Okay, so first game we're gonna discuss. We have who do we have? Sorry, we have Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. I'm gonna let you go first, Doc.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Cincinnati. They may not have Jamar Chase, but T. Higgins looks back and healthy. Unfortunately, I had him on my bench, and I would have won my fantasy game had I not had him on my bench this past weekend and been in the playoffs. But he seems like with when Chase went out, he just kind of stepped it up a notch, and I still think he can be that guy. I like overall the Bengals offense a lot better than what the Steelers have going. They still seem dysfunctional to me. And again, I'm still not sure how they've won, I think 7 games or whatever it is in the first place. So I think the Bengals actually are going to win by like 10 points. If I had to guess, I think they're going to blow away the spread. But
well, multiple reasons. I'm going Pittsburgh. I need to catch, maybe this is the game I feel like I can step in. But I struggle with this pick. There's something about Tomlin that gets his team ready to play. They're playing in Pittsburgh. Cincinnati maybe should have lost to Minnesota. And I look at Pittsburgh's defense, which I believe is better than Minnesota's. They're not as aggressive, but they don't have to be, and that's what makes them that much better to play a 4 lineman. So with Watt, I think he gets to Browning. I think he makes him nervous. And then not having a Chase, I just feels like this would be one of those games where it'd be a grinding game. It's in Pittsburgh. I don't know if it's supposed to, I don't think it's supposed to snow. But this is going to be one of those grinding games, and this fits Pittsburgh. One thing about Pittsburgh, they just know how to stay above 500, and I believe this is the league. This is the game that they will get to this backup quarterback. So I'm going Pittsburgh. Next game,
you like Mason Rudolph to lead them to the promised land?
No, but we've seen Pittsburgh win games, and it's like I don't know how they won that. I like Jalen Warren to win them and a pick 6 so I just felt like it's going to be an ugly game. But if it's an ugly game, Pittsburgh will probably win that game. So I'm going Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Fair.
All right. Cleveland, Houston almost changed this game because Stroud is not playing. But what Houston did last week. I mean, Case Keenum's he's a pro. He's a pro. And Keenum's playing, right? Yeah, I believe he's playing, right? Yeah. And he's the pro. So I just feel like right now you might need that type of player with this defense. Because, the Cleveland defense, the defensive line is great. But yet still, man, I believe because they have that defensive line, I just think they get Houston. And then the fact we talk about a pro, look what Flacco has done the last 2 weeks, and so the spirit is never broken no matter what happens. So I have Cleveland Browns winning.
Yeah, I'll be quick. Same. I mean, you got backup quarterbacks going on both sides, but yeah, Flacco has, I feel like, definitely somehow shown the magic again these last couple of weeks. So he's certainly managing the offense well enough. You combine that with the defense, and Houston definitely does not look the same without Stroud. They're down a bunch. Well, they're obviously down Tank Dell, and I think Nico Collins could be out again. So they're missing a lot of their firepower on offense, even outside of CJ Stroud. So yeah, give me Cleveland. Kind of a lot of the reasons you just said. Okay,
Dallas, Miami. Who you going with?
I'm going Miami. They did well without Tyreek. Now, again, obviously that wasn't playing Dallas, but again, Dallas, I think, is yet to win a game on the road against any team that at least is winning record or semblance of a reasonable football squad. So until they show me they can go on the road and beat a quality team, I'm going to go with the Dolphins, who play well at home. Maybe Tyreek is out there. I still think they got enough juice even without him. And so I think it'll be a good game. Hopefully, I assume Dallas will keep it closer than they did against Buffalo. They probably like that warmer weather a little bit more than up in New York, but I still think Miami wins.
Yeah, this is a tough one too. This is why I'm going with Dallas. I believe Buffalo, you're right, they can't beat anyone on the road. But when they played the Eagles, they should have beaten Eagles, right? But I believe with Buffalo, they met a team right now. Buffalo probably is the scariest team. I think probably they're the scariest team to play right now in the NFL. They figured it out. The defense is playing great. They have their confidence. And they feel like they can beat anyone. And you just don't see a team run on just like that. And it was embarrassing. But with Miami, they have weapons. They have not just weapons, but they have key players on defense. You got a Bradley Chubb who had 3 sacks, 2 fumble forced, and a fumble recovery. And even with the cornerbacks. But I just feel like Dallas feels like how they made that statement against the Eagles. I feel like they have to make another statement to win. And the fact that the Eagles lost, it gave them another opportunity to say, hey, we can still win this division and we can get a home game. So I believe that Dallas will go in and they will be methodical. I believe, which I hope don't happen because I have Tua starting, but they're going to get to Tua. They're going to rattle him, and they're going to mess up his timing. If they could do that, especially if Tyreek doesn't play, I'm going with Dallas. I believe Dallas is going to prove everybody wrong, so I'm going with Dallas. Then last but not least, Baltimore, San Francisco. This is so hard to pick. I'm not going to lie, because I didn't feel as I feel like Rue. I didn't feel as confident in my Pittsburgh-Cincinnati pick. So I picked this to make up for it maybe, but I'm going Baltimore. It doesn't look pretty with Baltimore. It's not soothing, but they found a way to win. It's John Harbaugh. And honestly, this is like the first time in years that we've seen Baltimore play with Lamar Jackson this late. And they just look good. I mean, the defense is playing all out. I think it's going to be a battle between them and San Francisco. My only worry is, can the receivers get open? But I feel like Lamar's legs are going to help him out. And I just think that with that defense, I think they get to Purdy. And I think Baltimore wins, a close one.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we're disagreeing on every game but Cleveland. So, I mean, I'm going to go San Francisco. I mean, love what Baltimore has been doing and what Lamar has been doing, but I don't know. I just feel like the 49ers are almost on a different level right now. I think they're the most complete team on both sides of the ball, both offensively and defensively. It's in San Francisco, if I'm not mistaken. And at some point, I feel like Lamar can only do so much. He keeps, unfortunately, losing some of his playmakers and weapons. He lost Andrews. Now he lost Mitchell. So again, he's a human highlight reel every single play, but at some point, if he keeps losing guys around him, it's going to make it harder and harder for him to kind of win the game by himself almost. So for all those reasons, I still think Lamar is on the short list of should be MVP discussion this year. I just think San Francisco has too much, and with it being in San Fran, I think it'll be a good game, but give me the Niners.
Real quick, I agree. I'm not going to lie. Like, 49ers is the best team in the NFL. They are. But mostly because I need this win. But a small part, honestly, I just feel like Baltimore's going to find a way. I mean, every game that we counted them out on, they won. And I think that's what it's going to be, man. I just think they're just built for games like this. This is their type of game. They're both tough. They're both, gritty. And But we'll see. Not confident in none of these picks. Some of Cleveland, but we'll see. But all right, Doc, we definitely appreciate you, man. And have a great weekend. Have a great Christmas. Merry Christmas. First Christmas of being a dad. Real quick, did you get the baby something?
The missus is technically Santa Claus, I think, but I still have some last minute things to run out and grab, so I probably will get some things from my end as well. So,
okay. See, it's funny and do it. It's funny. I did it, but as I get older now, it's like, well, why did I do that? Like, she's not gonna remember this. Now, some people, believe it or not, I would never do this, but I heard some people say they get the baby a box. Like, it depends on how old the baby is. So they might get, if the baby's like 9 months, where they'll get something where she could just, they might get her a toy then, but 4 or 5 months, she's what, 3 months?
She's like 3.5 months now.
3.5 months?
Yeah.
So we'll see. But hey, man, like I said, you're a first-time parent. You're supposed to do that. You're supposed to have that first birthday party on their first birthday party when they turn 1. Spend hundreds and thousands of dollars, and then be mad at yourself after it's over. Like, but that happens to all of us. So.
Yeah. Maybe I'll get her like a 3-point conversion onesie, and then I can just
hey, don't play with me because I'll get one made.
Just post her on social and do some marketing for you. So,
all right, man. But take care. Tell the family I say hello and Merry Christmas again, man.
Merry Christmas. See you next week.
All right, yes, sir. All right, y'all. We're gonna take a quick break, and we will be right back to end this show. We don't want to let you go, but we gotta go. But before this, though, this might inspire you.
Yo, what's good, everybody? This is K Boogie here with your food for positive thoughts on the 3-point conversion with our boy, Mr. Controversy and Rue. We have only weeks left before we hit 2024. I hope you've already been laying the foundation for what you're going to accomplish in 2024. A lot of times we wait for the first day of the new year, the second day, first week, and then we're like, all right, well, I'm going to start this new regimen. I'm going to start my New Year's resolutions. But don't we know if we lay a foundation months before the new year, do you understand you'll already be in motion? You'll already be doing the things necessary to accomplish that goal, that thing that you're looking to do. But if you've started months early, because you're laying the foundation. For anything that you're doing, you got to lay a foundation. You can't just go hop into it and just think, oh, it's going to become part of your routine. To develop a routine, you got to set a foundation. And by setting that foundation, by staying consistent with it, then you'll see how you'll stay with doing the thing like it's second nature. Remember, you're equipped. You're equipped to blow it out in this new year and do well in this new year. But it's all about the foundation that you lay before. Have a great one. Peace.
Right? Appreciate that, K Boogie. Man, I need to hear that as well. So appreciate that, man. And look, if you don't know, if you all know, you should know. If you hear this music, you already know what it means. It means it's time to let you go. But before I let you go, I have a couple of shout outs. And stay tuned because you might be a part of it. First, I want to give a shout out to the Almighty God for giving me this platform to do what I do, say what I say, make you all upset, mad, want to give me the stop it button. God, I appreciate that. Thank you. Also, I want to thank Dr. Fowler for coming on and giving us that information, man. Hopefully his picks don't hit right. But, I'm saying that because I'm competitive. I probably would get a flag in the NFL doing that. Unfortunately, I kind of. Anyway, appreciate you, Doc. Also, I thank everybody who listened and watched it live, who listening to it as a podcast. Appreciate Danny, TJ Bentley, Big Google, Ron, Drew, Kevin. Hey, I appreciate you all, man. I want to thank my lovely wife, beautiful wife, lovely children, nieces and nephews, brothers, sisters, uncles, aunties, cousins, I think nephews, grandparents, play cousins. Hey, love on family. Let family know that you love them. Love them while they're still feeling it. Love them while they're still alive. Eat good. Drink responsibly. Be safe. Watch sports. Have a Merry Christmas, y'all. Hey, I like to say this. People say, the reason is always thank God. Always, give him the praise and everything. But the real reason for Christmas, the most important reason, the real reason for Christmas, y'all, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Chill. I'll chill and have a good time, man. What it's all about, man. Ain't about buying gifts. Chilling. Enjoy. If you want to eat, whatever, chill. Is football on? Is it basketball out? Is it basketball this year? I don't know. Usually it's the basketball lineup, and it should, I think it is. Yeah, so, what I'm about to tell y'all. Yep, we got a basketball lineup. We got football on. What are you watching? But it's going to be sports. So, men, women who love sports, relax. Chill. Eat. Watch sports. But until then, same time, same show, same crazy hoe, same sports nonsense, same music. Where you miss me? I'm out. Peace.